His name is JB's Cacao, and we call him Cacao. He's a 3-year-old stallion. He is one that Johnny modeled at the World this year and won as World Grand Champion in the model division. As a 3-year-old, he was reserve World Grand Champion as a 3-year-old at the spring show, and he was reserve World Grand Champion at the celebration last year as a 2-year-old. This horse is a very, very nice horse. He stands 15.1, almost 15.2, and I'd say he's pretty close to his height. He'll probably be 15.2, and now he just needs to fill out. And Johnny will put him on lunge line and show you how to gate sled a saddle, and then we'll put a saddle on him. He does feel good. Well, he's been in the stall. Yeah, he's gonna run and play. He hasn't been out of the, you know, he goes right from the stall to riding him, so he hasn't really been out to play around. Why don't you do it? Johnny said you can stop him right there and he can set him up. He's a very, very well-behaved stallion. Johnny has spent a lot of time with him, 1.5 years, maybe going on 2 years. I'm not really quite sure how long it's been, but he spent a lot of time with this horse. He's very, very well-mannered. He listens to you. Great stallion. Yeah, even though he feels good, he does listen. Okay, we'll go back to lunging. You need to let him run out loose and let him play. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in and put a saddle on him. It's all very natural. Go ahead and show him under saddle. Okay, Johnny just brought him in. Okay, Johnny. As I mentioned, Cacao's a 3-year-old stallion. Actually, probably a little bit older than 3 years old, but 3.5. But he is out of the German chocolate horse on the top, which goes back to the hillbilly chocolate, which goes back to the Missouri Bow horse, Ravenna Crow, goes back to the Go Boys Betty Boop. On the bottom side, he's out of a mare called Frank's Alyssa's Princess, which goes back to the Country Frank, which was a world grand champion, goes back to the Country Jazz, and goes back to the Jazz My Taz on the bottom side. This is one very, very nice stallion. As I mentioned earlier, this week, Johnny has been, he rode him for like 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 months in the winter, maybe it was 4 months, I'm not sure, and then in March he started to work him to set him up, as I mentioned before, to show him at Ava. So I have to say that we were really, really impressed with this horse because we hadn't ridden him since March or April, and the first day Johnny rode him, he just could saddle him and just rode right off. So nice horse. Johnny just started riding him again this week. Just a nice horse. He has that beautiful color. He has that beautiful color that's very, very rare in our breeding program. It's very rare in the Foxtrotting world. So got a beautiful head. He really, really has a great disposition. Any one of us here can handle him. He does neck rein. How long did you ride him before, Johnny? Oh, okay. So what, 5 or 6 months?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. It was 5 or 6 months that he rode him last fall. I guess it was after Ava when he won the world was reserved world grand champion last year. He probably started riding him again in October till March. So he does great on the trail. We live here in the Mark Twain National Forest. We have lots and lots of trail riding here. And, Cacao would go on a different trail every day. So I don't know if you can hear him, but Johnny said he does neck rein and he absolutely loves the trail. I find that most of these horses do better when they're outside on the trail than they do right around here on the barn. They just enjoy it. It seems like the more you do with them, the more you ride these Foxtrotters, the better they love it. The only thing we've ever done with Cacao is trail ridden him and, you know, set him up for model. That's pretty much what we've done with him. He's an awesome horse. He's one that is excellent to work with. Not all stallions are. He's been great. And we call him Cacao, and he's a 3.5-year-old stallion. If you have any questions about him, feel free to call us and we'll answer any questions that you may have. And nice horse.